G'day shooters. The best way to shoot accurately offhand is not to, but if you've got to, you might as well do it right. There's only a few main things you need to master if you're going to shoot accurately from the standing unsupported position. It starts with not flinching. If you tend to flinch, there's no point going any further. We've got a story on curing the flinch elsewhere on the website, so check it out, practice it until you've got it right, and then come back here. The next thing is trigger control. You need to be so good at the subconscious squeeze of the trigger as opposed to the instinctive jerk that squeezing the trigger is second nature to you. You can practice this on the bench with live rounds and even at home by dry firing. They're using snap caps. It's highly recommended for that, of course. Make sure that you're using the meaty part of your trigger finger, not the joint. The feedback and control you get from there is much better. Practice trigger release until the muscle memory kicks in and you're never likely to jerk the trigger again. But at the same time, ensure your squeeze is fairly rapid, not drawn out, and you'll see why in a moment. Right now though, forget the trigger. Grab your rifle and let's get the stance right. First up, relax. Let yourself go loose. Now plant your feet evenly on the ground, feet about shoulder width apart. Keep your body facing dead ahead. Lift the rifle's butt into your shoulder and support the forend with your left hand. Lefties, you can use your right, and from now on when I say left, you go right and vice versa. Your right elbow should be poking out at maybe 30 to 60 degrees, not way up high and not tucked into your chest. This allows the butt to sit neatly into your shoulder exactly where it should. Your left arm should be bent roughly 90 degrees at the elbow, which in turn should be slightly offset from the rifle. The rifle should be horizontal and it should be about 45 degrees from your dead ahead position. Your cheek should now be resting on the rifle's comb or very close to it. If you have to stretch your neck out or drop your head too much, try bringing the rifle up a little bit in your shoulder, though not so high that the point of the butt is all that's connecting with you. If you can't get the rifle to sit comfortably in that position, it may be that it just doesn't fit you at all, and that's not a problem I can help you with at the moment, I'm afraid. If, however, you've got it all right and it's comfortable, you'll notice by now that the rifle's getting heavy and starting to wobble all over the place. Yep, that's what's hard about shooting offhand. Put the gun down and have a break. When you take it up again, we're going to continue our trigger control and our stance with a bit of breathing and add some disciplined speed. We want to get the shot away as quickly as possible so that we're not standing there with the rifle wobbling all over the countryside again. Before you take up the rifle and aim, take a deep breath. Begin exhaling as you shoulder the rifle. Look through the sights and you'll see that the rifle's point of aim drops as you breathe out. We're going to use that to our advantage. At first, aim high and let the sights come down as you exhale until they're on the target. Stop breathing for a moment and squeeze the trigger. And yes, now, don't stuff around. Touch off the shot the moment your sights are on target. This should happen while the rifle is still moving or has only just stopped on the target, and it'll happen before any wobbles or tremors set in. If you miss your moment, you'll have trouble getting back on target and holding it there. The longer you try to get the perfect shot, the wobblier you're going to get. So practice this. You're never going to get it right first time. As you practice, you'll also learn how to cheat sometimes by dragging the sights to the left or the right and sometimes even back up in a smooth motion before the wobbles arrive. Your shooting will get better and better until you're shooting offhand as well as you're ever going to. There are some other techniques, of course, you can use to improve your offhand shooting, and they may be just as good as this one, if not better. What we're doing here combines a few tips from different teachers into one system that's quite effective. After many years of shooting without much thought behind it, I improved my offhand shooting out of sight by applying it. Offhand shots are the ideal option in several situations, including snapshots where you've got no time to do anything else, on running shots most of the time, and when you need to stand and see over obstacles to get to your target. So you'll need to use it sometimes, but if you don't need to, find a rest. Using a rest is a much better way to shoot. Yeah, I know, look at those cheeky buggers, feral goats, and I've only got the .22 Magnum. I better duck inside now and grab a better rifle. See ya.